Hello and welcome back. In the next couple of lessons, you will get the basic understanding of the structure and practices of Scrum. So what's all the hype around Scrum? It's not so popular just because it's been used by many major tech companies like Adobe, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Yahoo, for example. So what is Scrum? Scrum be interpreted in many different ways, and you can always check the official definition from the Scrum guide. But I just want to show you my favorite definition of Scrum from my personal experience. I just have 3 of them. So first one, it's iterative development or breaking a project into smaller chunks, starting with the most impactful and valuable chunks first. It's a software development method where my developers have full authority over the project without intervention from me, product owner. And finally, break a big project into 1 week to 1 month projects so you can make sure you are on course throughout. So Scrum is lightweight framework. It's not a methodology. That it doesn't take too much time away from production and has relatively little overhead. Now, Ken Schwaber and Jeff Sutherland developed a Scrum 25 years ago, and the Scrum Guide is written and provided by them. And together they stand behind the Scrum Guide. And you can find the latest Scrum Guide in the resource section. So please read this guide several times. And this is your first step to success in Scrum. Scrum uses an approach that is both iterative and incremental. You never go very long before assessing where you are with the product. This enhances predictability and mitigates risk. And Scrum is based on the 3 pillars of empiricism: transparency, inspection, and adaptation. Now first let's look at transparency. Transparency means that everyone can see every part of the product development, and this visibility is accessible to both the people on the Scrum team and stakeholders. An important part of transparency is agreeing on common standards for product development. This means agreeing on common terminology to use throughout development and agreeing on what it means for a feature to be done. Now let's take a look at inspection. Scrum encourages frequent inspection of work products and progress to detect undesirable deviation from expectations. I like Ken Schwaber's quote, "Scrum is like your mother-in-law. It points out all your faults." And it's so true. Developers are sometimes hesitant to adopt Scrum because it points out everything they are not doing right. And these inspections should happen frequently, but not so frequent that they get in the way of the development tasks. And finally, let's take a look at adaptation. During an inspection, when someone finds that the product development is starting to stray from the vision, the team must adjust and adapt to prevent further deviations. And Scrum outlines 4 specific techniques for inspection and adaptation. And they are sprint planning, daily Scrum, sprint review, and sprint retrospective. And we will talk about them a little later in